There is a common problem with terminology regarding the Mandela effect. This problem can be found among scientists as well. Using terms too loosely can confuse many people who struggle for straight facts. Here are some quick clarifiers for Mandela effect interested parties. There is an overlap of the words universe and cosmos, and the difference is very important regarding the Mandela effect. Cosmos literally means something ordered, a managed system. Cos, meaning order, plus mos, meaning manage, equals cosmos. The root mos can also mean most when used respectively. The large meaning of the word cosmos is the most ordered, managed system. So the cosmos is larger than the universe. The meaning of the word universe. The root word vers means turned, a past tense of turn. The root word uni means one. So uni plus verse equals one turned. Some examples are reverse verses of verse. Most people are not adverse to or turned away from driving cars. Conversely, that is, thoroughly turned towards the opposite opinion, is that most people love cars. Always having a car almost seems irreversible these days. One cannot ever be turned back from owning one, at least if you need to get to work. Verse means turned, in every word it is used in. We all know that the reverse side of a coin is the side that is turned back from the viewer. But what's the front side of the coin called? It's the obverse, or side turned towards you, that is, the head side. In a university, it is a place that has been turned into one area designated and closed off from surrounding areas for learning of both undergraduate and graduate degrees. So what does the universe have to do with being turned? It is defined as all of perceptible creation turned into one entirety. Loosely put, yes. We have determined that there are many universes, ours being but one amongst many. The cosmos encompasses the universes. There are many universes in the cosmos, and the correct understanding of these two terms is that the cosmos is the larger, inherently managed system of which within are many universes, including our own. This simple clarification should help with the understanding of deeper questions regarding our universe and the cosmic order. Here are some more examples of the term vers that uphold and fortify the clarity of the meaning of the term. This should illustrate more aptly the difference between the non-confirmed parallel universes concept with the confirmed parallel dimensions of our universe, including our world as with any other locality within the universe. An adversary is someone who is turned against you. So when you see Manchester United versus Chelsea, we know that those two teams are turned against each other in a soccer match. A couple's anniversary marks yet another year turned since they've been married. Adversary, one turned against you. Versus, turned against. Anniversary, another year turned. Conversation, turned with another while speaking. Verse, turn of poetry. Diverse, turned apart, version, a turning. With that said, let's move on to the real issue at hand. Our universe and its parallel dimensions. Many studies have been conducted on the curvature of our universe, whether it is closed like a sphere, flat, or open. In applying various cosmological models, we are able to place important constraints on the curvature and size of the universe. It appears that the curvature of the universe is tightly constrained around 0. In other words, the most likely model is that the universe is flat. A flat universe would also be infinite, and their calculations are consistent with this too. These show that the universe is at least 250 times bigger than the Hubble volume. The Hubble volume is similar to the size of the observable universe. This is not to say that the Earth itself is flat. It is to say that it appears that the universe is flat. So the universe, our universe, is a curved area of larger cosmos, a managed system. This does not mean that anyone is managing the cosmos. It means that management is evident in its inherent behavior, sort of built in. The universe is a turned in around itself locale of the greater cosmos. The cosmos is the most area of which the total system is managed by an inherent nature. Our universe, one of many in the cosmos system, and the idea of many universes, is quite respectable among scientists. For a very long time, science had proposed the idea that the number of universes may be infinite. In fact, there are almost too many other potential universes. Physicists have proposed several candidate forms of multiverse, each made possible by a different aspect of the laws of physics. The trouble was, virtually by definition, we probably cannot ever visit these other universes to confirm that they exist. So the question was, can we devise other ways to test for the existence of entire universes that we cannot see or touch? The word parallel has caused a lot of problems as we perceive the term. Parallel runs right alongside us, on top, on bottom, on the side, etc. This is not how other universes exist in relation to us. A relationship that we can apply as congruent with everything else we know in our universe. In fact, the separation of universes is what has come to the forefront of this research to date. In fact, other universes would exist in bubbles, similar to our own, and even if they collided, would push each other away due to the differences in the physics. Nothing says physics is the same outside our universe as it is inside. In fact, the implications are that it would make sense if it wasn't the same physics in every universe, and the verse or turn or seal that separates us from them is just that, adverse physics. We are a one-turn or unisealed environment, and so are they in every way. The universe bubbles illustrate this so much better than the term parallel universes, and are separate from each other. Now, if you want to use the word dimensions, we have a much clearer story of the parallel reality scenarios that are fast becoming demonstrable fact within science arenas. The dimensions to our reality are the parallel. They certainly are well known in physics, and you and I know of these just as well as the physicists do by common world knowledge. Our quantum realm is the first blaring evidence of a parallel dimension, and we cannot be separated from that dimension's positioning. It is concluded that there are 12 dimensions to our universe, as the 13th dimension would become too unstable to exist. This is discovered rather easily upon the tally of the experiments in mathematics already performed to search out these answers. Nothing says that the bubble universes are in any way related to us or like us. There is no other me in one of these bubbles living another life similar to the one I am living now. This is junk interpretation, hearsay, misconstrued information, and deterring distraction to any and all involved in these discussions. Timelines are what everyone was after in the imaginary parallel universe theories, quantum timeline jumping, and the lovely notion that we have better lives somewhere else. These are all dimensional qualities of our own universe, not other universes. There are certain aspects of time variances in these dimensions, and the mind can access those dimensions without leaving the one we're in. Real demonstrable changes can be effected into our present reality from these other dimensions, nor are we limited for life to stay in one or the other. This is the real magic of the science of multidimensional reality. The real wishful notions that we are all living realities on many levels. And we are, in our own universal dimensions, not in other universes, in the cosmos. The sloppy usage of words can easily throw everyone off their intended marks. Can the Mandela effect be happening in these dimensions? Absolutely, and positively yes. And they are. And it is not natural. It is imposed. Our universe is not just planet Earth. It is huge, and as far out as we can travel or see. Does the Mandela effect reach that far? Definitely. How can this happen? It happens the same way the names of the planets, the science terms of astronomy, and the physics terms of solar flares and planetary orbits are all invented by us to describe what we are seeing. The congruency of our universe, according to our experience of its being, is affected in the same way that Pluto, once a planet, now a planetoid, changed merely by our words, and new terms changed our reality. In physics, nothing affects natural physical reality like our own personal attention. And we all know that theoretically, and know that if we all put out attention on something together and affect a change, intentionality or accidentally, the change truly happens. Did Pluto change itself? No. But it is no longer the same for us. So did it change? Yes. These examples go much deeper than just the changing of a planet's status in our textbooks. We can move whole neighborhoods to another location if enough energy and intention is concentrated. Those who participated will have the living, breathing experience of that neighborhood being in a new place. This is not new knowledge. It isn't even a new science. Very clearly put, if you but switch the names of apples and oranges with each other and everyone agrees and all comply, what does your apple pie taste like now? How does it look? Did the apple change? No. But it is no longer the same life experience for us. Can you see that? So yes, it changed. These are not parallel universe changes. These are changes in our original universe at the ground level dimensions. So what else can be done in true parallel dimensions of our own universe? Can you imagine? Do you know enough about those dimensions to speculate? You probably do, but without the language to describe it. So you go to science, of which is using languages and meanings that do not anchor to our ground level layman reality, without causing great confusion and misinformation. Physicists who are often talking in larger arenas of overlapping aspects can lead you astray if you do not understand and know the whole of their science and the intricacies of their specially designed terms. Layman's terms are where we should be, regardless of how much reading any of us have done. The terms for lay speech does not line up correctly with the terms of physics speech. In fact, it often sounds completely disintegral from our natural point of perception. Simple language will do just fine. Did the labels change? Yes. Did the crew of the Challenger space mission really die? Yes. Then what is happening? The Mandela changes are coming from an outside source, not from our own intention or participation. The changes are happening, and we are noticing it with discomfort. In this alone, we know that we did not do this to ourselves. Is it aliens? No. Is it human beings running high and fast with dangerous technologies, quantum technologies? Yes. Is it CERN? No. But they know about it because they're in the loop. Everyone knows that manipulation to the human mind can insert or erase memories. Everyone knows that with manipulation to the human mind, we can be made to see pink elephants. Drugs alone have demonstrated the fragility of the human perception. Many of us even know how and where these infractions upon the human mind are performed. None of this is news. What holds it all together as a congruent reality is the strength in numbers that we are in our collective agreed perceptions, and any discord and fragmentation around those agreements are the sole cause of all wars and conflict. Our collective experiences, memories, and activities are being hacked. It is currently being called the Mandela effect for some obscure political purposes that have nothing to do with the hacking. The Mandela effect has a character. It has companions. It has a particular path that it is following. It has a wardrobe. It has favorite colors, strange tics and nuances. It has sensitivities and impositions. It also has an illness, because it has been unnaturally assaulted. The Mandela effect as a natural form has a good purpose, and that purpose has been visibly hacked. The Mandela effect itself has a serious problem. It is injured. whether anyone notices it or not, and it is struggling upon its own unnatural directives. As you have noticed, it can make you very sick. It can frighten you. It can send a shudder of alarm all through you. It is not that bad, and it is not unmanageable, but it can create illness in humans, and this is first heavily evident in young people, as many have already noticed. The answers are already out there. If you could only agree on your terms, your languages, and your sciences. If you cannot, then it is going to be a circus for you. Mature, level-headed, well-read, unbiased researchers will do well. Create a place to work together that you can monitor, and let the young people perform their theatrics in another arena. There is nothing you can do for them. Yet. Make guidelines for safe interaction, using the correct meaning of terms, limiting foul speech, religious overtones, extrovert motivations, prejudices, etc. Gently sidestep those who cannot cope with the guidelines. Make guidelines for presentations of your materials to be taken seriously, and remove comments that do not comply with civil, respectable research. If the goal is simply to get a lot of hits and YouTube fame, let them create their own communities of strangers that they know nothing about to compete with, to argue with somewhere else. Take more caution in your YouTube comments. Create a forum of mature intellectual participants to work over ideas and evidences. Qualify your evidence. Remember that some people are already ill and will behave so. This presentation has been graciously allowed through Zendope magazine, who is not limited to, nor perfectly aligned to, this video content. Zendope is an anonymous collection of volunteers providing part-time, full-time, and one-time platforms for communicating high ideals and knowledge. There is no comment section for this video.